believe the stock could go up to 385 or maybe 86 level where there is a next resistance, and if it sustains above that, I believe that it could see 425 level in maybe 3 to 4 weeks down the line. For today, I have initiated for a target of 382.
Okay, that's a word coming in on Reliance Capital, currently at 369. Let's see who's faring and whose portfolio is the strongest right now. Sanjeev Agarwal is experiencing pain out of 3 and 4. His stocks is a very marginal gain on a barn. All in all, losing out 2.6%. That's 13,000 rupees off. Moving on then, Vishal Malkan has been stopped out on SBI, but apart from that is green on the screen for him, particularly from Orchid Pharma. 6% is what he gained. That's a gain of 31,000 rupees. So clearly a very strong portfolio. Rakesh Gandhi, no such luck for him today. 2 out of 4 stocks are in the red, and all in all he is losing out by just about 0.5%, so marginal loss of 2,000 rupees. As things stand, Vishal Malkan in leading position, followed by Rakesh and Sanjeev.
But time for that quick break on the show. Come right back because there are 6 more ideas coming your way. But here's a reminder then that your favorite show comes to you over the weekends as well. So if you'd like to get your portfolios analyzed and your queries answered, tune in on Saturday mornings at 10, Sunday afternoons at 2 and Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. Thanks very much for staying on with us on the stock game. Well, we are going to be discussing the third idea from each of our 3 experts, and let's talk about an HOEC. Sanjeev, that's your third pick for the day. Yesterday, of course, it had a good rally in the last hour or so, but today it's taken quite a bit of a knock. What made you pick this one up?
Actually, if you see, HOEC is looking good on the chart. Like after being a little subdued after it was checked out of F&O, like it is looking like that it's likely to recover. And yesterday it has shown a very strong promise. But today, after the market has opened with a downward gap on weak global cues, it is struggling a bit. But I expect this stock to really touch. And the target is not very far off, but overall I expect it to touch somewhere around 130, 140 levels soon.
Just 5 rupees away from that target price. HOEC though is down in today's session. A stop loss at 119 is what Sanjeev recommends. Vishal, let's talk about Tata Motors. That seems to be on everyone's radar. CLSA also maintains an outperform rating with a target price of 270, saying that the risk reward is favorable. Chartically, how do you think Tata Motors is panning out?
Tata Motor, after being hammered up to around 200 levels in last month, it has made a smart recovery since 200 to 250, and I expect it to continue further. And because overall the auto sector looks very good, beat the other stocks like M&M and Bajaj Auto. So I expect Tata Motors to continue its up run, and it can go up to around 275 to 280 levels in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And for today, I have chosen a target of around 252 to 253, which looks quite achievable as of now.
Okay, 253 is the target for the day. 275 to 280 also can't be ruled out. But what about a JP Associates? Rakesh, that's your third pick for the day. And the Cantor's had a smart move over the last 3 months or so. It's moved from levels of about 60 odd to 76 plus. So someone looking to enter in right now, would you advise them to wait it out for, levels closer to 70, or do you think this is a good time to pick up?
See, I think entering at this point of time, for a trader's perspective, that is okay. But if you are looking for a long-term perspective, I think some retracement should be seen, and then one should enter. At this point of time, it has formed a very short-term pennant kind of formation, and it has seen a breakout yesterday from that formation and closed above that. I believe that this move, it could be very sharp, and it could see the levels of 81, 82, and that could be very fast. If it sustains that 81, 82 level, then I believe it could also see levels up to 90 in coming days. So one should hold on if it has been bought on a very short-term perspective with a stop loss of 76.
Hold on to Jayaprakash Associates with those are some of the levels to watch out for. 80 on the upside, 76 is a strict stop loss that you should maintain. Let's take it to the last and final pick then. Sanjeev, you've chosen an Indian Bank August futures. If we look at the counter, it's below its daily moving averages. It's underperformed the PSU index as well as the Sensex. What is attracting you towards it?
Yeah, it was purely an intraday pick because as Nifty has given a very strong move yesterday and banking was looking good, like basically, and it was trading between 169 to 175 levels. So, and it was near the lower range. So, the stop loss was very nearby, and we just expected, like, if it's in the case the momentum in the Nifty or Bank Nifty is, likely to sustain one more or two more days, it is likely to go on the upper higher range of 175. But as the market, again opened weak, this stock was triggered in the morning itself because it just opened below the range and just kept just keeping below that. Like overall, it was just a very small stop loss was and like keeping the target somewhere around 1:3 ratio. We just kept overall. This stock is not performing because of generally the PSU banks have not been doing very well, but I expect once this underperformance should not be there for some more time, it may continue, but ultimately I think it should recover back to 190 also.
Okay, so stopped out for the day on an Indian bank, but expecting things to improve on the fundamental front. What about an Orchid Chemical? Because, it was just in the last, half an hour or so, I believe that the counters suddenly perked up, Vishal. But given how it's been under so much pressure on pledging concerns and etc., would you be buying this at all from a slightly longer term perspective?
Orchid Chemical overall was a very weak stock since last few months and had made a bottom of around 100 rupees in the last week, and some important candlestick patterns have been seen on daily as well as weekly charts, which shows that the bottom is is in the place, but we need more confirmation on the price and target. If it sustains about 120 for some time, then I can expect that the 100 bottom is made and then we can look for a short-term investment. But as of now, for today only, it's a momentum call for trading purpose, and I have a target of around 114 with a stop loss of 107.
Purely a momentum call. Those are the levels to watch out for. 111.5 is where Orchid Chemicals is currently placed at. So Rakesh, let's take it to you and your perspective, because as Vishal mentioned, it's purely a trading play. This is one of the stocks, if you pit it against some of its peers, is near its 52-week low, while everyone else is near their 52-week high, and it's underperformed also.
Yeah, it has seen a very sharp fall from the level of 174. I think it has seen that 174 level in the month of May, and after that it has seen a very sharp fall to the level of 100. I think at this level of 100 it has seen some upward move, and it has also breached a falling trend line which was seen since last maybe 2 or 3 weeks. This falling trend line has been breached yesterday as the price moved above that and with a good volume. I believe for a very short term it could see level up to 113 or 114, and hence I have initiated the buy call with a stop loss of 107. If it sustains that 114-15 level, I think once again there could be an uptrend up to 125.
Okay, 113 and 114 are the levels to watch out for, and for an Orchid Chemicals, if that's sustained, Rakesh believes the higher levels are on the cards for this particular name. But let's take you through the scorecard once again to tell you how each of our experts is doing them. Sanjeev Agarwal, well, he's been stopped out on 2 names now, an Aban Offshore and an Indian bank, and an ICICI HOEC also are not working in his favor, and overall the portfolio's lost close to 3%. That's a cut of close to 15,000 rupees. Vishal Malkan, on the other hand, he's been stopped out on a State Bank of India. The other 3 counters are providing some bit of support though, and overall he's still making a gain of 6.5%. That's about 33,000 rupees. Rakesh Gandhi, on the other hand, also was going ahead with 4 long calls. Rel Cap, JP Associates are a spot of bother, but the other 2 counters helping to mitigate some of those losses. And overall, losing out about just 0.25%, that's about 1,400 rupees. So as things stand right now, we've got Vishal in the first place, followed by Rakesh and then Sanjeev. So gentlemen, thanks very much for joining us today. We, of course, await to see what you get for us tomorrow morning.
Okay, minute 10 to address some of those important flashes coming in on your screen on Ranbaxy. It is saying that they will withdraw some of a few of their products with low commercial impact from the US markets, and they will be focusing only on applications which offer value to their US business. Remember, they do get a significant contribution from that, so that's an important announcement. Just very recently, about 4 days ago, Ranbaxy did launch a general diabetic drug in the US market, and they continue to face pressure when it comes to their forex forex business. 525 for Ranbaxy, very undeterred by those statements. But with that, we wrap it up right here on BNS and the Stock Game. Goodbye from Megha, me and the entire team. Up next is Market Sense.